Hey everyone, it's Shaz Jones, and it's a bit of a pool day today, quite warm here in Sydney, and I am outside, so I thought I would just go live outside without bothering to get presentable and get in the studio. So, in a very unpresentable way, I just wanted to remind people and maybe introduce the concept to people if I haven't spoken to you before about the difference between audience and friends. So back in the old days, I used to say that audience was pretty useless, and until someone was actually a contact, like you had their email address or their Facebook friends or Twitter follower, like there'd been some point of connection where you'd actually got some details about them and could contact them again at will, then they weren't really worth part of your efforts in business. But in 2019, that has changed. So now you can talk to complete strangers via things like YouTube Live, but also Facebook Live, Twitter, all kinds of places. Audience matters much more now than it used to. And so anytime you are creating content, just be aware that there is a much wider audience than just the people on your email database or just the number of people who are following you on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or some other platform. So what does that mean? That means that, like I just did then, you have to say, for new people, start from scratch, kind of introduce some basic elements as well as talking to your normal constituency. You don't want to ignore the people that have already given you their trust and their contact details. You want to make sure that those people are still the people that you are looking after and servicing, and most of your profits will come from them for a short period of time. But start investing in the wider audience, because that's where the bigger profits are going to come from. So for example, I have 100 people that I regularly email. They are people that I know I can send anything to, and they want to be in touch with me. And they are literally my Christmas card list. Like people that are will get a Christmas card from me every year, and they will say thank you for that. They will respond and reply to that. They will definitely read it, open it. I know that they are fully invested in their trust in me. I have a much wider database that I send emails to, particularly offers. So that's more like, say, 1,000 people, about 10 times as big. But my audience can be literally hundreds of times bigger than that. So even though I might only have a few subscribers on YouTube, I can have thousands of views. So, for example, like my blog, I think there's about 2,000 people following me on my blog, and yet just one post alone has more than 4,000 views on it, or visitors actually, not even views, more views than visitors. So just be aware that your audience is not just your friends, your followers, your email subscribers, your YouTube subscribers. It's a much, much bigger, and start talking to them, and you'll be on track to have a much bigger impact in that first area of the C3 profit system, that first C, which is your contacts. So I hope that helps you today. If you've got any questions about the best way to start making contact with more people and getting more people into your funnel, into your audience, then let me know, and I'll be happy to address them in future videos. If it's helped you, then share it. Create a bigger audience for providing valuable content. One of the ways, people say, oh, you create so much content, I could never do that. I'm like, well, start finding content that's valuable to you and share that with your friends, your followers. Start creating your audience that way by providing value to them for the content that you've listened to or seen, not just the content that you've created. It's a great way to shortcut into having a following and an audience, so that when you do start creating content, that half that work of creating an audience is already done for you. So I hope that helps as well, and I'll see you on the next video. If you need anything else, if you want to become a client, if you want to do the journey with me, go to shazjones.com and learn more about the C3 profit system. And that's it. Thank you.